All right, Fashion Dolls, welcome. We had to get King back in here. Welcome to the Dollhouse. If you are just coming in, we are here with a rap music icon, Fashion Dolls. I have the pleasure of sitting down with King Mel J. You guys know him from a group, Organized Crime. Yes, I've done my. They were
Now your
sound.
research, huh?
Absolutely.
Good.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's good.
My homework. And you guys to Motown. We'll get into that a little bit later. As my moderators are coming in fast, I was just asking King 25 been because it seems like the year flew by so fast. We're going to be in December, and before you know it, 2026 will be here. King, what is something that you manifested for the year of 2025 and has it for this year?
Yeah, it all started with basically for me, putting out singles, then get putting out albums. I released singles consistently this year, so that's been good for me.
All right, absolutely. Absolutely. And you've got some new music out, which we'll be getting into, but I like to begin at the beginning of everyone's story and journey how it started in the business. Who were some artists that you grew up listening to? Pittsburgh, PA native. Again, I've done my homework. So, who were some of the influences growing up for you?
Early on, Run DMC, uh, Pioneers. I'm old enough to say the Pioneers. Yeah, the Pioneers. Yeah. Run DMC, LL, that time period, 88, like, there's one I
Goodness, and you've recorded so many songs throughout the past years. And tell us, how did you become a part of the group Organized Crime? Group is I would put Organized Crime up there on the caliber. Y'all don't beat me up for this because there's so many. NWA. What's another group? You said Run DMC. It's so many hip hop groups out here that are still Salt and Pepper. They just got. If you want to go to the female side, Salt and Pepper. That would put you guys up there with them. And you guys were signed to Motown Records. So tell us how the group Organized Crime came to be.
well organized basically shall we then later on got dexterity and then we formed organized with California. We recorded with Motown. We weren't actually signed. We did record with my man Jason out there. He was doing us with them and we were just happy for him to bring us on with the song. So and but organized. We did a lot of things like underground and things that got us noticed out there through Jason. So once we played what we had for him, he was good enough to bring us in, and not what got us to be in the industry and not have to be.
And Motown Records. Go ahead, King. I'm sorry.
Basically, it helped us to be a part of the industry, but not being in the industry. That was a true blessing in itself.
Okay. And when I think of Motown Records, I think of Diana Ross and the Supremes. I think of the Temptations. For you at that time, being a part of organized crime, what was it like to be signed to Motown? I mean, I think of Barry Gordy. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me. I mean, it was a big deal. signed to this label. I've had the pleasure of sitting down with the girl group Shades, who were signed to Motown. And I'm pretty sure you all would have been label mates at the time. Another group was the Good Girls, yours truly. I mean, it was so many. That's on the R&B side, though. But I love with your music is that you combine R&B and hip hop together. It was so many groups signed to Motown around that time. So for you, what's in your mind as you are working with this label, working with Motown Records?
Well,
With
you
your
know,
music
it
is
was
that you
I like
combine.
Chanel. She was another Pittsburgh artist. Like she was out there at the time, but Pittsburgh, I mean, this uh, rap period at the time was important. It's like you said, you named a whole bunch of R&B. For my man Jay to even be in tune with Motown, it was special at the time. You know what I'm saying? So basically, we were like outside the label. There wasn't too many rap groups that, like you said, that were part of the time. So man, that was that was the thing against him, the fact that he was from Boston, we were from Pittsburgh, and basically we were part of a label that was Motown, like you said, mostly part of R&B and singing and things of that nature. So that was a like discrepancy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And now here you are. The album got shelved. So many things happening. How did you regroup in that period as an artist? Because I feel like every artist, and I think I've watched one of your videos where you talked about reinvention, which is something that I talk a lot about on my platform as well too. Having to, you're in a group and that happens where the album typically gets shelved, the label is no longer or no longer willing to work with the artist, and you're having to go out here and shop around for deals and regroup. Like, what is going to be my next move? I've sat with so many independent artists, and they are figuring out what is going to be the next chapter of my life. What can I do to further my career? So, for you, what was that like having to be in that moment to soul search to find out who you are as an artist? Because you've done so much in your career as a solo artist and you've played with so many genres of music. And what I love about you is that you don't put yourself in a box. And with music, you shouldn't put yourself in any type of category or labels. And I think, who was it? It was Prince. And y'all know I'm a big Prince fan. So may he rest in grace. One thing Prince did not conform to was music genres and being placed in a box. And as an artist, you have to step out on your own and branch off. I mean, he was with the New Power Generation, and then he went and he started his own Warner Brothers, and then he went and he started his own record label. So, what was it like for you to branch off and go off on your own as a solo artist versus being in the group on your own and branch
Well,
off?
I
The New
started as a
Power
solo
Generation, and then
artist.
he went
Like
and he
I've
started his
had
own.
solo work, so it wasn't like a big deal for me to start writing more. So when we came home, me and my man Dexterity, one of the parts of the group, we came and we were going to form our own. We formed a time. But we were in our early 20s, lifetime, and that's what got me to be a solo artist. Of course, I had no advantage. So with me making a production and me always writing, period, it wasn't no thing for me to be able to write and then write my own music and then produce my own record. So it was basically that I always had the production side that I was
And
more of a stand on my own. So I can't have this without nobody having to leave me.
And that you did. You went and you started your own label, Revolutionary Music. So tell us about Revolutionary Music. Yes, yes, baby, I did my homework.
Did I was wondering if you did well.
And that
Revolutionary
you did.
music,
You
the
went
label
and you
that brings
started your own.
basically been like as far as you even look at it, like it's a part of the guy say music is influential. So music is influential to be with all the music that I plus I wanted to own my stuff. So own my own stuff, I knew I would have to create my own way and keep my own independent company if I wanted to stay. I knew like if someone else was going to put the money behind it, I figured out for
Absolutely. King, you were going in and out for a minute. I couldn't hear you. You were going in and out. It was like very staticky.
am I back? Could you hear me?
Yes, you were going in and out for a minute.
Sorry about that. Yeah. What up,
Absolutely.
Byron? I see y'all. But yeah, yeah. What was we at? Blinded. I don't know where I. Oh,
You were talking about your label, Revolutionary Music, and ladies and gentlemen, Ira Soul. You got them vibes on all streaming platforms. Make sure you guys go and check it out. Go ahead, King. You were saying something. I'm sorry.
my label, Revolutionary Music. I formed that basically due to wanting to be independent of all the rules. Like basically, I wanted to be in control of what I had to say. What I was saying wasn't without nobody else but me. I took it upon myself to put my own stuff.
And again, it goes back to the power of reinvention. And you came back. You were part of organized crime, and you reinvented yourself as an artist and as a businessman. And I've watched a couple of your videos, and just your take on the industry is just out of this world. Is mind blowing in a good way, not in a bad way, because you're saying the things that other independent artists have been saying as well too, which is don't conform to a label, don't sign to a label, unless you want to. But not only that, but being an independent artist, you have so much freedom. And I remember having the conversation with Ira as well. And we were talking about how difficult it was being an independent artist, having to branch out on your own versus being a label. But it's so worth it because you have full creative control. Whereas if you're signed to a label, and I give you an example here, let's say my favorite girl groups is TLC. When they came out with their third album, because Left Eye, she passed. We know she died in the car accident. When they came out with the third album, they were grieving. They were still in the mourning process. But the third album would have been 3D. The second was Crazy Sexy Cool. The third was Fan Mail. And after they did fan mail, it was 3D. So when they did 3D, I remember T-Boz in an interview saying that for the album cover, if you go back and you look at the album cover, they're all dressed in black and they look like these space women, but it's not how they were in the fan mail era. It was just very dark and how can I say it? Dramatic, dark and dramatic. They were dressed in black. And whereas the girls wanted more creative input, the record label were just like, we're going to put your project out all willy nilly. So, the beauty of being an independent artist is that you have full creative control versus signing to a label. Now, if you do what, and I love Megan Thee Stallion, I'm a hottie. And I love what Warner Brothers did, which is they allowed her to have some input as well too. And as an artist, that's what you want. You want to be able to put your vision to the test and not be, up under a label, whereas like they have full control. But salute to you, King, for speaking out on that. And yes, I've heard the single, Ira. Yes, and I love it. Y'all go and check it out. It is on all streaming platforms, and the single is titled "Feed Me." So y'all go and check it out. But for you, King, how do you feel about the gist of independent artists out here that are taking it and saying, "I'm in control now. I'm taking my career back. It's in my hands."
I think that's the best route. Thinking about longevity and ever making real money off. You know what I mean? You might not be a name in everybody's house, but I'd rather get this money than to get pimped for the money than they do. I wouldn't have a career. I wouldn't have be as long as I am. The average artist maybe will last like 5 years. Cool. Um, um, I think that's yourself. Mouth. Mouth. Yes.
And look what Ira Soldier said about you. He says that you are a hard worker and you are dedicated to your craft, and that you are. And hats off to you and Ira.
No, we've been in the game as long as you know what I'm saying. Me and I have been connected for a long time. You
And
know
look
what
what Ira
I mean?
Soldier said
Like,
about
we gonna do? Ain't too many R&B guys I think to call before Ira.
you. And that's what makes an amazing artist is one that is a perfectionist about their craft. You go into every single detail. And what I love about your music, and I'm pretty sure you got this comparison, you not only know how to give us something very sexy, but you also go to the real. You give us something that is real. And it's a quote, and I said this quote yesterday to one of my CJ Steele. It's a quote from Nina Simone that goes like this, and the job of the artist, it goes like this: the job of the artist is to reflect the times. And you remind me so much of your mix of Tupac
Simone that goes
and
like this.
also Kendrick Lamar. And I say that because you are very socially conscious and aware to what's going on, and you reflect the times. So salute to you, King, for speaking truth to power. You give a lot of men advice. Whereas hip hop has definitely changed. Like in the 90s, it was gangster rap, and now you have more artists like a Kendrick Lamar who are using their platforms and speaking up, using truth to power. And to be a revolutionary or an artist, you have to use your platform and speak up about what is going on in your music. And yes, definitely, Ira, definitely. When I was listening to some of Mel's music while I was getting my hair and makeup done, I'm like, woo, okay, this is real. This is real. And this is a man who is speaking from experience. So for you, where do you find that passion on the inside to write as an artist? Because we all pull from somewhere.
Think about like I learned early just to write how I feel. It don't take me long to write a song. Especially if I'm an artist. If I'm on somebody else's time, I'm not thinking about how people want to see this. It's basically how I want it to sound. Just give it out and just take it there. So I guess that's why I can be so prolific. It's not gonna take me long to put something on paper because it's from the heart. So you feel something, right? It should take long to write it down. So, yeah. So I'm basically I'm a writer. My son just gave me a pen and pad. I'm not off the head. I'm a writer. So I'm a write fast.
Yes, Ira, it is kind of hard to hear you, King. Do you have any earbuds or anything?
No, I don't. I
Hi,
don't.
Chef Sky.
That better? A little better now?
Yes. Can y'all hear him now? I know
Yeah.
what to do, y'all. Give me some blue hearts if you're here in the dollhouse with Miss Stevie and the King. Can y'all hear us? Give me some blue hearts in the comments if y'all can hear me.
Like that. That better? A little better now?
Yeah. Chef Sky said a little bit better. Thank you, girl. There we go. Yes.
That.
Can y'all hear me? And can y'all hear King? Give me some blue hearts if you can hear me. In the
That.
meantime, I need you guys to go and subscribe to Ira Soul and also subscribe to King Mel J. And I see you, girl. Hey, Kimani. Hey, girl. How are you? I see a lot of my fashion dolls are coming through. King is breaking up a little bit. You can hear me, Ira?
Hopefully, I
You can hear me, Kimani? It is a little staticky on your end, King. Do you have any buds or anything?
No, I do not have it. I have. Can I go? Can you hear me better?
You now I couldn't hear the last part.
You hear me? You better. One two one one two one two.
I couldn't hear what you just said. It went out for a minute.
Loud and clear. I said. I can hear y'all. I
Okay.
guess you still breaking up. Yeah. Some people can. Some people.
Do you have headphones? That might work.
Don't.
In the meantime, while King is going to get some headphones, hopefully that will work. Uh, Fashion Dolls, make sure y'all add each other in the chat. We got Ira Soul, we got my brother K Tukes. I need y'all to head on over and subscribe to his channel. I see my girl Chef Scott. Let me do something for my girl Kimani real quick. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Wait a minute. Ugh. I see you, Diva. Y'all, these blue wrenches, these beautiful blue wrenches are my fashion dolls and family from Instagram. Y'all know I'm in IG jail, and I explained yesterday why. So if you watched yesterday's show with CJ Steele, you would know why I'm in Instagram jail. So yes, I can't post. I can't go live. Well, I can post, but I can't go live until the restriction is lifted. So yes. I see you. I see you. How you doing, Diva? Salute to you, Stevie. You interviewing a real one right here. We got history. Yes. Both of you are vets in the game, Ira. And when I introduced Mel, I said you both
Am I
have,
better? Could you
yes,
hear
a
me
little bit
better?
better. Yes, we can hear you now.
Is better now?
Can y'all hear me?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you clear. Perfect. Give me
Okay.
some blue hearts if you guys can hear King.
Much better. Okay, cool.
Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. We were talking about independent artists and having to regroup the rise of independent artists. What are your thoughts on that, King?
I'm getting an echo. You?
Yes, definitely on my end. Let me try
Oh,
my earbuds.
well, it's cool to talk, or you can hear me.
Yes, I can hear you. I'm going to get my headphones. I'll be right back. But go ahead,
Okay.
King.
Okay. Well, as far as being an independent artist and the rise of it, I think a lot of the rise of it has to do with the way that the internet has formed and how that the internet could see that's messing me up. I'm getting your delay. Everything is
My
echoing on
goodness.
my end.
I hear it too.
You hear it
We're
too? I
having some
wonder why I
technical
did that.
issues.
Yes, we are.
Fashion dolls. Oh my God. And we just got through with some of this great conversation. So what I'll do is I'll start another live and I'll come back and I'll have my headphones on and see if that'll
Okay.
work.
All right.
Be right back. I'm gonna save this one.